ladies and gentlemen, so welcome once again from my office. And today we are going to be talking about Sun in the 10th house in the sign of Leo for Scorpio Sun and people. And what happens when Sun is in the 10th house in the sign of Leo, which is its own sign, for Scorpio rising sign, Scorpio Lagna, Scorpio ascendant. And this is different from, as you know, from all my other series that I've done. Sun in sign, Sun in houses. This is now we're combining two things together. We're combining the sign and the house together. And now the planet is sitting in there while it also rules a certain house. So in this case, that actually rules the 10th house itself where it's sitting. And as always, if you do not know where your sun is placed, what sign it's in, all the other astrological details, my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations, check out the links here. And yeah, check it out. So now, why is it that I'm here in my office? Because of the fact my cameras are packed. Why are they packed? Well, you guys will find out probably on Saturday evening. No, not Saturday evening, Sunday evening, you guys will find out. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, I can't use my camera in my studio and my lights, so, but it's exciting stuff. So anyway, Scorpio ascendant. Okay, so Scorpio's ascendant ruled by Mars and Ketu. This is known as one of those very transformative ascendants. Like these people always go through changes, okay? They always go through changes in their career. They always go through changes in their life. And for them, transformation is the key to finding all the things in life. Everything that comes to them, good, bad, you know, it comes through transformation, change, major change. You know, some people doesn't come with change. Like, let's say you're working and you suddenly find a new job opportunity. You know, it didn't change you. It didn't like transform you, but you just found it. Then for Scorpio Sun and people, it's like you're working and suddenly the application that you filled out 2 years ago to go to foreign lands, United States, to work in Microsoft or Google, suddenly they're inviting you now to US to interview, and you have to pack your bags and leave in like a week. You're like, well, what? You see how major Dutch change comes in. Same thing happens with a career. And mainly 10th house, you got to know, is not the house of career. Okay, don't make that mistake like, oh, my 10th house lord is this, so this is my career. Career is seen from quite a few different things. It's like linking the chain of events to see, okay, who this person is. You got to look at their hora, you got to look at their karaka, like amatte karaka, second from karakamsha, fifth from karakamsha. You know, so you got to look at all these things, especially the hora. But 10th house represents our work environment. The type of work environment we have is our work environment, you know, filled with machineries, filled with books, okay, filled with arts and paintings. What is our work environment? Am I working with other people or am I working by myself? That is the 10th house. And so Sun is here as the lord of this house, sitting in the 10th house. And 10th house is also government, authorities, fame, reputation. So obviously this person is always very strong about government. They become very patriotic through the government. And they're very much, naturally, leadership qualities comes natural to them. It's like they're born, you know, like how they say athletes are born, not made. Same thing with the leader. A leader is born, not made. And because Sun, the king, is in its own kingdom, what is Sun supposed to do? If a king is in its own kingdom, what is he going to do? He's going to govern the kingdom. If king is somewhere in a hospital, in foreign lands, or in some journey, or in some temple, the king does not have that authoritativeship, right? King cannot just order around things, especially in a temple like 9th house, in someone else's house, someone else's sign. Here, Sun says, I am the leader. I want to be the leader, and I'm going to be the leader. And I have to take in careers that allows me to become that leader. So this is a very, very strong placement of sun, where a person is naturally always inclined to positions of politics, government, civil service, IAS officer, IPS officer, or you will even find people who go into and shine like the light in, Hollywood and Bollywood. They become film stars in French cinema. All these things are seen with this type of a sun. And sun, which also represents, your father, shows your father is a very strong, reputable person, very strong personality, very respected person. And this is only because sun in the 10th house, not like sun being aspected by some planet creating some yoga. Wait, why am I blur? Do I look blur? Okay, now it's focused. All right. So sun, naturally your father is always in a leadership position, and through which you got your own qualities of a leader. You will also notice that with sun in the 10th house, you will either leave your family early on in life, or somehow dealing with family issues, family problems, makes you a better leader at work. This is naughty stuff that I'm telling you guys about. Naughty. And you will also see that whenever it comes to dealing with family lineage, family wealth, you just always somehow find this struggle to capture it, because you're so tied up with your reputation, your work, your leadership skills. You kind of ignore that family part of yours, the 2nd house. But mainly though, this is a very strong position for being in an environment where you are the leader, not the follower. And most of the time, when I do my career consultations and I see this placement of sun, most of the time a person either is wanting to be an IAS officer, IPS officer, or they're like executive of some corporation, or doing artistic creative things. So exactly what I mentioned is just something that I see in practical life. I mean, there's nothing else for me to, go out there and look for and say. It's like real life experiences. You see, okay, well, this is what sun is. Now, obviously, the nakshatra placement, the dignity of the sun will show how strong and how neutral the sun is towards giving its results. Okay. So guys, this is my analysis of sun in the 10th house for Scorpio sun and people. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. Again, if you want to know where your sun is placed, all my books, reports, consultations, for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.